If your dog has started barking at other dogs more than usual, especially ones that seem strangely still, you need to listen carefully. This is not aggression. This is not misbehavior. And this is definitely not something you can train out of them. What you're witnessing is a warning. A classified veterinary advisory was issued 2 weeks ago, quietly, without media attention. We were instructed to remain silent to avoid public panic, but after the Southbridge case, we can't stay quiet anymore. Lock your doors. Keep your pets close, and if you see a dog that doesn't blink, walk away immediately. Dogs bark at other dogs for all the usual reasons: territory, dominance, playfulness, even fear. Trainers call it a phase. Vets call it instinct. Most people ignore it. But what if your dog isn't reacting to the other dog at all? What if it's reacting to something inside it? Something wearing its shape, mimicking its movements, but missing one crucial detail. Dogs notice what we don't. They hear the silence between sounds. They sense wrongness. So when your dog barks not playfully, but like it's warning you, and the other dog just stands there, staring, unmoving, that's not a social issue. That's survival. The first incident was reported in Phoenix. Lena Parker was walking her Labrador Max just after 9:00 p.m. A quiet, empty street near Westhouse Street. That's when Max stopped cold. Across the road, under a flickering lamppost, stood a golden retriever, alone, motionless. Max began to growl, low, deep, unlike anything Lena had heard before. She tried to pull him away. The other dog didn't react, didn't flinch. As Lena glanced over, the dog's head slowly turned, not its body, just the head, with an unnatural, smooth twist. Then it tilted, just slightly, eyes wide open. No blink, no breath, no sound. That night, Max refused. He stood at the kitchen window, barking at the darkness for hours. By morning, Lena was gone. Her phone was found on the porch. Screen still on. Camera app open. Frozen on a blurred image of a dog's eye. The second incident was reported in Dallas. Caleb Morris had been training dogs for 14 years. Calm, methodical, unshakable. Until the Black Great Dane arrived. He filmed the session, routine obedience work, but the dog didn't respond. No flinch at loud sounds. No tail wag, no interest in treats. Just stood there, staring. Then it walked directly into a wall, paused, backed up, did it again. Caleb stopped filming. He said its movements were delayed, like something inside was trying to figure out how bones worked. That night, he messaged a colleague, "I feel watched. My own dog won't go near the closet." The next morning, scratch marks appeared on the inside of the closet door, from the inside. 2 days later, police responded to a wellness check. Caleb's dog was found dead in the bathroom. Caleb was in the hallway, curled up, rocking, both eyes scratched out. He kept whispering, "It followed me from the mirror." The third incident was in San Francisco. Maria Rios had seen the beagle before, her neighbor's dog, old and quiet. But that week, something felt wrong. The beagle hadn't moved from the front yard for hours. Same position, same angle. Her Shih Tzu barked violently every time they passed. Not playfully, panicked. Maria assumed it was illness. Ilunder was illness or age. She called animal control. When they arrived, not even 30 minutes later, the beagle was gone. No leash, no trail, response from the neighbor. That night, muddy paw prints appeared in her hallway. No rain, no open doors. Her Shih Tzu stood in front of the garage door for hours, barking so hard it started to choke. Maria opened the door slowly. No sound, nothing inside, just the beagle's collar lying in the center of the floor, still warm. They've been unofficially labeled the hollow howlers by rogue veterinary researchers across Texas and Illinois, people who've seen too much to stay silent. These things look like dogs from across the street or through a window. They could pass as just another stray, but up close, the illusion falls apart. Their bodies move like puppets without strings. Limbs bend, but the torso stays unnaturally rigid. Their paws don't compress when they walk. You'll hear nails tapping, but see no weight shifting. Their eyes are pitch, not just dark, but empty. They don't reflect light. No glow in the dark, no shine in the day. Their skin hangs slightly loose, like a costume one size too big, and most disturbingly, they never blink. Not once. These aren't spirits. They're not ghosts. They're replacements. No one knows where they came from, not even the government. And yes, they are aware. Here's what we do know. They only manifest in areas with dense dog populations. They need real dogs to mimic, to anchor. Some simply follow. Others replace. And if your dog suddenly fixates on another dog, barking frantically while the other stands perfectly still, it means one of them is trying to cross over. When the replacement turns its head slowly and stares at you, you've been marked. The infection begins with you, not your dog. Through eye contact, 3 seconds or longer. That's all it takes. Then comes the sound, barking inside your house in the middle of the night. But your dog is asleep. The howling isn't coming from it. If your dog begins barking at another dog, don't pull it away. Don't hush it. And above all, don't ignore it. Watch the other dog closely. If it doesn't blink, if it doesn't react to shouting, clapping, or motion, if it stands still like it's waiting, do not approach. Do not make eye contact. Turn around, go home, and do not let your dog interact, because the hollow howlers don't need to touch you to enter. They only need to be seen. Once you get home, observe your dog. If the barking doesn't stop, if it stares at walls, corners, or the door, check everything. Lock the doors. Seal the windows. Turn off mirrors. These things don't break in. They follow, and they imitate. If you hear barking from a room your dog isn't in, if something that sounds almost like your dog is scratching at the back door, don't open it. Don't speak. And whatever you do, don't look through the glass, because by then, you're not alone anymore.